Over the next 12 hours, I'll be exploring the tide pools of Hawaii for creepy and bizarre creatures. This will take me deep into the night, and there's no telling what I'll find.
So check this out. This is a great testament to how durable tide pool creatures are. So this is obviously a sea urchin, and it is exposed, and there is no way that the sea urchin is gonna be back in the water on its own, not until the tide starts to come back in. But this sea urchin is gonna be absolutely fine, and that just goes to show that all of these animals that I'm gonna find in the tide pools are perfectly adapted for situations just like this. Oh my, check out how large those 2 sea cucumbers are. Oh, those are massive. Are you ready for this reveal? Holy cow, this is alien-like. This is so weird. This is a creature for sure that if you were out here yourself searching the tide pools, you would probably skip over because it's gonna look like a rock or just something in the sand. It's not gonna look like an actual animal, and that's part of how these sea cucumbers survive in the wild. They blend in with the rocks and the corals so well that any potential predators or anything that could potentially harm this sea cucumber is not even gonna notice that it's there. And this sea cucumber could definitely last a long time out of the water. I've had it out of the water for about 5 minutes, so I'm gonna slowly put it back in the exact spot that I found it in, and let's keep searching. These tide pools, insane. Woohoo! These waves are just insane. All right, let's keep making our way down the coastline. The animal action is getting more and more intense. Oh my God, we just caught an eel. Oh my God, check that out. Oh my goodness. In this container right here, and I just caught with my own bare hands a type of moray eel. Incredible. I filled up this container with enough water to give this eel enough oxygen for at least 30 minutes or so. So I'm not in too big of a rush. This eel is definitely completely safe inside of this container. Yes, eels can be found in the tide pools. So what are they feasting on when they're surviving here in the tide pools? Well, an eel of this size is gonna go after small blennies, possibly some small crustaceans. There are hermit crabs and other smaller mussels that can be found here in the tide pools. But of course, with the size of this eel, it's not gonna be going after anything too crazy. And with the eel being the size that it is also gonna be a prey item. So an octopus could feast on this, any larger fish could feast on this as well, and larger eels as well. Tide pooling is amazing, but here in Hawaii, you just never know what you're going to come across. Oh my, check this out. This is an urchin that I can just pick up. Look at that. So this right here is called a collector urchin. But look how small the spines are on this urchin. It is 100% something I can handle like this and not really worry about having to take a sting unless I put any pressure on the urchin. But I'm gonna put this guy back on the exact rock, and let's keep on looking.
After hours of searching, the sun started to set, and the nighttime creatures started to come out.
This is crazy. This is a huge urchin too. Look at it moving. Do you have that shot?
Wow, check that out. Let's see.
So, many people believe that sea urchin don't move, and this is very much, whoa, this guy's cruising. And this is perfect proof that sea urchin are actually animals and they do move around the reef. I'm sure there's another one right over there. I'm sure we're gonna come across some bigger individuals, so let's keep searching. This is just the first tide pool. Whoa, is that what I think it is? Oh, I did not expect to come across one of these tonight. Look at that, you're probably saying, Ray, that's just a shell. No, this is something way more. Ew. Oh my God, I'm gonna bring it back up for the camera. This is actually what you might call a sea snail, but is actually called a sea cowrie. And one of the most fascinating parts about them is that they always have these like pristine shells, just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, say you were going to look for shells on the beach, if you saw this, that's the take-home prize. Not that you should ever do that, but it's just a testament to how beautiful it is. And it's tucked away right now, but yes, there is a snail inside, and it slowly moves along the rocks, kind of like all the other creatures here in the tide pools looking for meals. And with a shell like this, it really doesn't have any predators to worry about, especially here on the Hawaiian coastline. Yeah, tucked away. It's definitely not gonna come out while I am holding it, so I'm gonna go put it back on the rock that I found it. This is a massive eel. This would definitely be the catch of a lifetime. I actually see it. Maybe I can leave the net.
Oh, behind you, right behind you, right behind you.
Come on, go into the net, go into the net. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, no, we got away. Oh my God. That was a crazy ending to the night. We had the largest eel I've ever seen while tide pooling. I had it in the net, but the fact that it was too large to stay in the net is mind-blowing. But tonight was phenomenal. I think an absolute success. We got up close with so many different creatures here in the tide pools on the big island in Hawaii. And I already know night tide pooling is high on my bucket list to do again on the channel. But with all of that being said, I'm Ray Tiller, and I'll see you guys on the next adventure.